Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, we about to talk about these Raiders. Y'all know what it is.
What up, Lo?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube, what's good? Raider Nation. That's right. Shout out to everybody in this good old box called YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We are here. Shout out to everybody. And I got to give a shout out. Y'all know I got to give a shout out to the best chat. And I mean the best chat that YouTube has to offer. And that is the congregation. So I got to give y'all a Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. Man, these brown crackers are so good. Anyway, hey, y'all seen the title of the video of the live. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be live. And again, today, I'm going to be a little longer than normal. But we're going to talk about, you know, there's going to, and this is just what I'm feeling. This is just what I'm feeling in regards to the Raiders. Matter of fact, look, if you are a fan of the Raiders, you need to subscribe to Raider Twuan, okay? If you have not, check. Make sure that subscribe button is pushed. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a little public, you know, how can I say? I'm trying to do a little public experiment. I'm trying to see how much YouTube can pay me to wear Raider gear. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how much YouTube is trying to pay so I can get some Raider gear. You know what I mean? Like NWA said, you know, they was rapping for Curl Activator and Raider gear. You know what I'm saying? So I do this because I love the Raiders, but hey, if YouTube is giving out a little bit of money for me to get some Raider gear, I'm doing that. All right. But also I'm serious, but I'm joking at the same time. I also want to be a blessing back to the channel. So definitely, if you have not, go ahead and subscribe. It's completely free. Click the like button. Why? Because you like the Raiders, and I like you because you like the Raiders. All right. Oh, if you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at Twuan, Twuan, Twuan. That's between me, you, and the Lord. So you don't have to worry about me putting your business out there in the street. Just put, you know, and then also in the chat, if you are live, you can put pray, ! Pray in the chat. That'll give you the link to my IG. You can send a prayer request. Let me know what's going on with you, and I will be in prayer for you. Be an organ donor. Here at Raider Twuan, we are advocates for being an organ donor, so please be an organ donor. You can do that by looking down in the description of all my videos and lives. Also, if you are live, you're watching this live. Hi, you're watching this live. Go ahead and put !Don in the chat. That's right. !Don in the chat. That'll give you the link on how to be an organ donor. You can be, again, I say it at the end of my videos, but I'm going to say it now. You're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And you can be a blessing by being an organ donor. Okay, so definitely sign up to be an organ donor. I think I paid all the bills. Raiders. Okay, so we're in a time right now, and you guys, again, you guys can put your questions and comments in the chat as we're going along. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're in a time where we're going to hear reports that are live, and we're going to hear reports that are not live. And when I say live and not live, there are certain reports that are actually legit, and then there's reports that are just out there. You know, there's writers that, I'll just say, there's writers and publishers out there that they got to put something out to get paid. And sometimes what they put out there is just, you know, for those that really be following the Raiders, you guys know, okay, yeah, this is just BS. Like, there's no way that, you know, this is a possibility. Example, for me, and this is just my personal opinion, the whole trading Davante Adams, that you can miss that. Now, in regards to Davante Adams, I do believe that there may be some little financial moving money here and there to, you know, allow some space in cap, but the whole just getting rid of DA, that I think that's cap. So you're going to see in this time, we're going to see a whole lot of reports put out there, a lot of, again, what I call live and not live, you know what I'm saying? You know, ex-president called it fake news. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get that. We're going to get that. So I'm saying this because I want you guys to be mindful of when you get reports, be mindful of not just what they're saying, but how to get to exactly what they're saying. And then it's like a 3-step process. What they're saying, the steps to getting to what they're saying, and then the last one is, does it make sense? I'm going to say it again. What they're saying, the steps to what it's saying, what it takes to get what they're saying. And then, does it make sense? Okay? And part of the reason why I'm saying does it make sense is because of what I titled this live. I believe that there's some things in regards to the Raiders that we're not going to like, but ultimately we're going to love. And I'm going to ask you guys some questions as you guys are in here, because again, I want you guys to talk and talk. You know, you guys know how I get down over here. I talk, y'all talk back, especially on lives like this. Sometimes I do little formats where, you know, I'm just, you know, saying my facts and putting out my points, and then I just, you know, I leave. But today I really want to hear from you guys in the chat. And then also, if some of you guys want to, you know, feel free to pull up, say that also in the chat, and then you know, I can do that too if you want to have a discussion on what we're talking about. But to the topic of the live, there's some things that I believe that we're not going to like, but ultimately we're going to love. And I'm going to ask you this question, because I've said it a few times and some people disagree with me and some people agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Because again, when I'm speaking my Raider gospel, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, I expect for you guys to do the same. Okay. Would you guys give me on a scale of 1 to 5? Give me 1 to 5. Give me a scale from 1 to 5. 1 to 5. 1 being, it's not going to bother me. Okay. 1's not bothering me. 5 is, that's going to piss me off. Okay. Okay. Piss me off at 5. 1 is, nah, it's whatever. Okay. Let me know in the chat how you would feel if, and we're talking about the draft, if the Raiders did not go for one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft. And right now, the top three quarterbacks in the draft is Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels. Okay, I'll say 4. Okay, and you can add whoever that 4th person is. It can be Penix, it can be Nix, it can be JJ McCarthy. From there, but if the Raiders don't trade up to go get that quarterback, what level of pissed off are you going to be? Is it going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And again, 5 is, that's going to piss me off. And then 1 is, it ain't going to bother me. Let me know in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys click the like button. If you guys have not, why? Because I like you. Okay? Yeah, that's right. I do. Okay? Your baby mama may not like you, but I like you. All right? As you guys put your comments in, I'm gonna go ahead and get it rolling. Y'all know what it is. I haven't did this in a while, but y'all know what time it is. I hope y'all know what time it is. It's Raider Roll Call. You know what time it is. It's Raider Roll Call. All right. My name is Twuan. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Want to give a shout out to everybody. Give a blessings and salute to everybody in the chat. So let's see who's the first person on deck. First person in the chat is none other than the Rob Penny. Rob Penny, good to see you. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Joel Lee is in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Raiders Paul is in the building. Shout out to Raider Paul. Salute to you. James Furpo. Raiders. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had to use my deep voice on that one. Shout out to James Furpo. Hey, Freddie, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Okay, I see some numbers in here. I'm gonna skip those. Quick second just to get everybody in. Yeah, Raider Nation for life. You know what it is. Freddie Chavez, good to see you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see everybody in. I know some people are just listening, and that's perfectly fine. I'm glad that you guys are listening. If you guys have not watched it live, that's perfectly fine too. Catch the replay. You know what I'm saying? Catch the replay. Say something in the comment section, because I actually still do look at the comment section. So if you say something in the comment section after the live, I definitely look at those, and if it's something that I need to answer or respond to, I definitely will respond to that. So feel free to comment even after the live. Okay. Jolie said, yeah, like I said, a whole lot of smoke screens. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot of films, a lot of articles. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you a few people, I would say, hey, really follow those guys, but I encourage you to look at everything. Look at everything. Look at everything. Make your own assessment. But again, what helps you filter that is based on what I said. What they're saying. What it takes to get what they're saying. And then, does it make sense for the Raiders? If those three things check off, then you can say, okay, that seems like it could be a viable source. Okay? Because look, check this out. And I'm just using this as an example because I don't want to talk bad about some of these writers out here, because again, they may want to do business with your boy. Okay. Anyway, an article comes out, says, hey, we're going to trade Davante Adams for 5 first-round picks. Okay. Just that. Just that report comes out. And I'm just as an example. This is not really factual. Does that make sense? For the parties involved? Do you really think a team is going to give up 5 first-rounders for a wide receiver who's, not young anymore? An aging wide receiver? I mean, and I'm not discrediting DA. I think DA is a very talented receiver. I still think that he's one of the best in the game. I would say he's one of the top 3 wide receivers in the game. But 5 first rounders? That certain things like that, it's not checking off that 3, right? The name. Who they talking about? We know DA is one of the main pieces on this team, right? Then they talking about we're going to get 5. Okay. And third is, does it benefit us? Yeah, that would benefit us getting 5 first rounders, but it doesn't benefit both sides. Right? So, just use your antennas during this time. I'll just say it like that. Just use your senses, use your antennas, because a lot of stuff is coming out, especially because there ain't no real football going on. Yeah, we can talk about draft, and the draft, we still got some time to break that down. There's still a whole lot of movement that's going to be going on in regards to that. We say that those 3 quarterbacks are the 3 quarterbacks, but who knows? Who knows? A lot of right now everybody's saying that Caleb Williams is the number 1. Does that necessarily mean that's the case? The combine still is coming up. Pro days are still coming up. So there's some movement. Who knows? JJ McCarthy might move all the way up to the second or third spot. Who knows? Okay. And because of that, and especially because we're dawning on free agency and what is possible in the free agency, we have to definitely look at the possibilities there, right? Let me see what you guys got in the chat. James Purple said 1, meaning that it's not going to bother him that much. Okay. Joel, you said 4. Okay. So he said he ain't going to be pissed off, but he going to be kind of mad. Joel, you asked the question, under the circumstance that we did or didn't sign a QB. See, and Joel, you brought up something that I wanted to address, and I'm glad that you brought this up. We're in a situation where realistically we only have one quarterback on the roster. And some of you guys heard me say this. Some of you guys heard me say this, but Aiden O'Connell is the only quarterback we got. Jimmy G is about to be gone. I don't think he's officially left yet, but it's coming. And who's really believing in Brian Hoyer? Okay? So with that being said, we only got one quarterback. And that's troublesome. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Aiden O'Connell is not. I like Aiden O'Connell. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I like him. I'm not saying that he's our guy, but I still believe that he deserves a shot in training camp. I still believe that he deserves the shot in competition with whoever we bring in. But to really fill out this roster, we need 3 or 4 quarterbacks. 3 at the least. And 4 would be the perfect number. And the reason why I say 3 or 4 is because you remember in the regular season, you have your starter that dresses up, of course, your backup who dresses up, and then they allowed for you to have an emergency quarterback. Okay? And that quarterback does not see the field unless the other quarterbacks are injured. So say our starting quarterback goes down, then our backup goes in, and he can't go for some reason. You know, he pulled a hamstring, or he got some tightness or something like that. Then we go to the emergency quarterback. So any given Sunday, on a bad Sunday, I'll say it like that, you can see 3 quarterbacks. So we definitely need 3 to go through the season. But you also have, most cases, that 4th quarterback, what they do is they'll, it'll be like a draftee or something like that, or an undrafted that they can stash on, or not stash, but they can even protect on the practice squad. So we need 3 or 4. We need 3 more. I'll say 3 more because we have Aiden O'Connell. But we need 3 more quarterbacks. And how are we going to fill out those 3 more quarterbacks. It's gonna have to be like what Joel E said, and something that I'm trying to break down today is we're gonna have to address quarterback, not just in the draft, but we're gonna have to address that in free agency. Because I don't see us drafting 3 quarterbacks. Okay, that if someone wrote that I would be like, that ain't making sense, dog. That is not making sense. Okay, so with that being said, what if we did sign a veteran quarterback in free agency? Say like since the writers are writing about it, a Russell Wilson or a Kirk Cousins or a Baker Mayfield, or I'm just giving you some names, Gardner Minshew. And that becomes our starter. Shout out to everybody in the chat. D-Men, it's good to see you, my guy. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. I was actually going to check up on you earlier this week, but I got busy. But I hope you're doing well. Michael, good to see you. Michael said if the top 3 quarterbacks are gone, the 1 through 3, Penix, JJ, and Knicks go before. You know what? Michael, it is. I think, and I think Penix will be there. I think Knicks will be there, but I'll say this, because this is kind of what I'm looking at too. As much as I want, if the world would open up and everything was completely perfect, it would be Jayden Daniels coming in here. We would get our offensive line solid. You know what I'm saying? We would sign JJ. We would get our veteran corner on the other side for Jack Jones, on the other side of Jack Jones. And we would get our D tackle in a free agency. Okay. But I'm looking at it like this. At 13, what if we got that right tackle? What if we got that right tackle? Are we going to be mad? I'm asking you guys. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feel. What if we got that right tackle? Because I think at 13, and we'll see. Again, this is early because the combine hasn't happened, pro day hasn't happened, and that will move some of these, especially quarterbacks. It'll move some of these quarterbacks up or down. But what I'm seeing right now in regards to Bo Nix and Penix for sure, I think we will be able to get them in the second round. Or we could possibly, when we see that there's a run in the quarterback or whatever, the second run in quarterbacks, we can move back up. We have that flexibility. So we can get our right tackle that's going to start immediately, right? Because we need offensive line help, right? He'll start immediately. And I can give you names on that too, because there's a guy that I really, really like at 13 if he's there for right tackle. But we can do that. Get our right tackle in the first round. Then with him being a right tackle and being a tackle in the first round, he has the option. We'll be saving money. We'll be saving money regardless because it's cheap labor regardless, right? Cheap labor is my word for free agents. I mean, not free agents, rookies, draftees, okay? But it's going to be cheap labor in regards to if we get a right tackle in the first round, we can also add that fifth-year option when the time comes. So that means we can save an extra year of him under that rookie contract where we don't have to pay the bigger amount that we would have to pay for a tackle. Again, tackles get paid pretty well. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for them to get their money, especially if they've done well, right? We've seen tackles get a good amount of dollar. So to have that person for 5 years under that contract would definitely help us financially and fiscally with the cap if we went with the right tackle and then, moved and got Penix or Nix in the second round. Make sure you guys click the like button if you guys have not. If you guys like the Raiders or are enjoying the conversation or may not be enjoying the conversation, go ahead and subscribe. You like how I said that? Funny. Nightbot's in here telling you guys to subscribe. Joel Lee, I see you, dog, with the brown crackers. Got to give you that. Shout out to you. And whoever else put the brown crackers in there, I just saw Joel Lee's. But blessings to everybody. Ozzy, good to see you. I said we need 2 quarterbacks, a vet, and a draft one. Even if it's in the later rounds, I see that. Aiden O'Connell, Anthony Brown Jr. Oh yeah, I forgot about Anthony Brown. Okay, so perfect. So but that still goes down to needing quarterback, right? And we got to upgrade there. because I don't think Anthony Brown is going to push the needle on Aiden O'Connell. Just my personal opinion. But we definitely got to get better at the quarterback position. I think, like I said, I'm looking more. And again, like I said, if the world was mine, I would get that quarterback in the first round. Whoop de whoop, yay! We got the nice shiny toy, right? But I'm also looking at how much the possible value is that we're gonna have to give up to, and you guys listen to this too. I because I know some people are gonna kill me on this, and that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and flood my comments with all your thoughts and opposing what I'm saying. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm here for the discussion, because there's so many ways to go about building, stacking this team, and that's why it's going like that, right? Going all over the place. I feel like whatever we're gonna have to give up to get our guy, or the guy that we really think we like, or the flashy shiny toy, that price may be way too high. And Telesco's going to have to negotiate, and Telesco's going to have to, set his bar on what he feels is way too high. But I don't want to be in a position where we've lost 3 first rounders, or 2 first rounders and 3 second rounders, when we have and people forget this, and this is where you want to hear it here at Raider Twuan. Say we did that. Say we went to go get Caleb, right? And that took us 2 first rounders and 3 second rounders. What did you just take away? You just took away the top 2 picks, where, and this is where it's at, where our current GM is actually his strongest. When you look at Telesco and what he's drafted in the past couple of years, and actually how he built sorry about that. Those that, and let me go back to what I was talking about. Telesco, his strongest is in the first, in the top part of the draft. So by us going and getting that quarterback, which again is a need, something we, obviously we're going to need some competition there at quarterback. But taking that away, taking the strength away from our GM, is something that you got to look at, and something you got to think about. Milka Bees, good to see you. Hope all is well. So, yeah, I was about to say his name. Talisi Fuaga is the guy that I like. I really do like him. I like his game. And that's the guy that I would take at 13. Yeah, that and I would personally, I wouldn't be mad if we got Fuaga. I cool. Because then we ain't got to worry about that. You know, we're actually very fortunate that we have Colton Miller playing as solid as that as he, has been on the left side. But we definitely need to shore up that right side. From center that way. Definitely. And let me say this too in regards to our offensive line, because I've been hearing this too. Our offensive line played fool's gold, and because statistically, some say, oh yeah, we were top 10, we were top da 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 da. But when you look at if you look at the game and really watched, they didn't look top 10. If they were top, and I'll say this too, in my defense, if our offensive line was top 10, and I'm just saying that because I've been hearing, oh, we were top 10. Okay, if our offensive line was top 10, why did our offensive line coach leave? Why did our offensive why were we okay with our offensive line coach walking out the door? Something to think about. Why were we so worried about keeping Patrick Graham? Because he did good, right? I think the last time I checked, unless you're the 49ers, but and that's a whole nother discussion. But the last time I checked, if you coaching good, you keep your job. So they say, I believe Bo Nix McCarthy. McCarthy's actually been rising. I'll say that McCarthy's actually been rising so far in what I've seen. Mote, Jordan Travis. I seen his. Actually, hey, I gotta go and dive deeper into I watched him a little bit, and because somebody, I forgot who said it to me. Someone told me that name, and I was like, let me just go. And I was busy, so I kind of like brushed over it. But I watched a little bit of him. Yeah, you know, you know, he's all right. But I want to dive deeper into Jordan Travis. And I'll say this too. Don't get caught up in, as much as we want to, don't get caught up solely on the top guys. Because there's some guys, you know, for an example, Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis can possibly be, you know, a third, fourth round guy. And this is just based off of, and again, I'm going to dive deeper and hit, again, for me, he might rise. Okay. But there's some quarterbacks, you know, Joe Milton is another one. Could be a later round guy. And that's perfectly fine too. Especially, and I'll say this in our benefit, that our head coach doesn't call favorites. And because he doesn't call favorites, whoever comes in will have an equal and fair shot for whatever job that they want. Okay? Aiden O'Connell, and I'll say this right now, before free agency, because we don't know what's going to happen in free agency. But Aiden O'Connell's going to go into training camp as the number one. It's literally going to be his job to lose. Why? Because he was the starting quarterback last year. And I'm saying this, you know, for you guys to understand what I'm saying. So he comes in as the number one. But it's his job to lose. So if Anthony Brown Jr. comes in, and I'm just saying that because you know he's on the roster. If he comes in and starts spinning and wheeling and dealing, sorry, Aiden, you're gonna have to take the clipboard. And I like that. I like the fact that, you know, and Coach AP has said it. He said that no matter what, it's going to be a competition. And we want competition at all positions. So I'm good with drafting a later round quarterback. Who knows? That later round quarterback might get Getsy's offense. Well, obviously, he's going to pick quarterbacks that he thinks fits his offense. But when he gets into the books and really dives in and starts really working out the offense, you'll see who's catching it quicker or who's getting it. And I'll say this too. The benefit of our situation at the quarterback is Coach AP is going to give an open competition to everybody. That's one. Two, it's an even playing field. Why? Because nobody at quarterback right now, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen in free agency, but nobody has knows Getsy's playbook. I'll say it like that. So they'll all be learning the playbook at the same time. Okay. So whoever picks it up quicker and whoever's able to execute it better and get the job done, he'll be our number one. Whether he's our first round pick or whether he's our veteran in free agency, may the best man win. And he will. So we got some positive things, and that's why I said what I said in this live. I feel like there's going to be some things that we're not going to like, and we're talking about some of those things we're not going to like, but there's some things that we're going to love about this team, and that's one of them. That's one thing I'm going to love about where we go, where we're going as a team. The fact that, again, everything's in open competition. Whoever comes in is automatically competition for whoever's currently on the roster. Yeah, if and I'm saying this crazily, but if they bring in a kicker, guess what? He better kick his leg off going against Carlson, because it's going to be a competition. And I'll just as confident as and as much as I love my team, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I think Carlson is one of the baddest kickers out there in the land. So if someone comes in, they better lace up their shoes and have they stretches, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get they you know what I'm saying? Get their stretches right, cuz yeah, it's gonna be a tough camp. And that's what AP, Coach AP, excuse me, I gotta put respect on his name. That's what Coach AP is trying to do for this team. Breed this competition. Be honest. Hey, you need to step your game up. Hey, he's better than you. Okay? This is where you can improve. Okay? And I think ultimately that's what's going to make this team even the better. Milka Beezy, good to see you, man. If I didn't shout you out earlier. Cool Kev, $2. $2. Hey, Kev, hey, you working, dog? Hey, Cool Kev, hey, you ain't lied. The Raiders needed Graham needed the Raiders as much as the Raiders needed Graham. Hey, you know, it was a scary situation though. You know, because as well as he did, you know, and be prepared. I'll say this early. Be prepared in regards to, and I'll keep Cool Kev's comment up there. Be prepared for Graham to eventually get a job. I really feel like eventually Graham will get that nod. He's taking the proper steps, and some people are seeing it, and some people are not seeing it. He already coached the Senior Bowl, which is a step towards head coaches. That's why a lot of when you see some of those coaches coaching the Senior Bowl, stay tuned for those guys, because those are the up and comers. Okay, but he coached the Senior Bowl. He turned around, had a top 10 defense. Completely turned that defense around. Okay? That was on Patrick Graham. Then he started getting interviews. And I'm not saying that those interviews were all legit. We know that some of those, unfortunately, as much as we hate to say it, it's Black History Month, but the Rooney Rule works for some and it doesn't work for others. And that's a whole nother live and discussion that we'll talk about some other time, but we ain't gonna talk about it now. But he's getting interviews. So the next step is him getting that shot. So it could happen sooner than later. We know that he's here for, he's here this year, but, in a year or two, who knows? Who knows? I'm reading your guys' comments. Make sure you guys click the like button if you guys have not. Randy, good to see you. Hope all is well. Hey, Kukev, you already know. Hey, love you, Shirley. Yes, sir. See, hey, you know what I'm saying? You say Shirley, that, you know what I'm saying? That put a smile on your boy's face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get you a Shirley. That's what I'm gonna say. Get you a Shirley. Our O-line coach was McDaniel's guy. He didn't have a contract with team. Graham under contract. Brasillo already got hired elsewhere. He was a Josh McDaniels and Ziegler guy. I mean, that also could be the case, but I'm in the mode of, if a guy is good, you want to keep him here. And especially because we were in a position where, and that's with all coaches. If you have a coach that you want for your organization, and he's going to interview for a position equivalent to what he has with you, you can void that. You can ex-nay that. But they was letting Masillo do what he do. Okay. So that could be a possibility. That could be, only like McDaniels, and I like McDaniels stuff. Pause. No pause. I don't well, that he might be into that. Anyway, but yeah. Make sure you guys are clicking the like button if you guys have not, and you like what we're talking about. If you like what the Twuan is cooking, go ahead and subscribe. Okay. Shout out. Join the best chat again. Join the best chat. And again, you are in the midst of the best chat in YouTube, which is the congregation. I gotta get All Eyes to get me a congregation. Just not even Raider Twuan, but the congregation. I need an image that says the congregation, so I can just click on it and just say, bam, the congregation. All Eyes, if you're watching this, I know you're probably gonna watch the replay or send this to All Eyes. Hey, All Eyes, I need for you to get me the congregation, you know what I'm saying, graphic. You know what I'm saying? If you can hook me up with that, that'll be a blessing to the channel. Thank you. All right. OG Raider 805. Hey, I know some folks in the 805. You know what I'm saying? OG, good to see you. In my opinion, we should take a long look. Jordan Travis. You know, that's the second person that said Jordan Travis. I brushed up on OG. I brushed up on Jordan Travis just a little bit. So I'm gonna go actually after this live. I next time I do a live because the next video / live I'm gonna talk about our offensive line coach. So get ready for that. But my next live, be ready because I will let you guys know, let everybody know, but let you guys know my thoughts on Jordan Travis. And also, if there's some other names you guys want me to look at, you know, please don't waste my time. You know, if it's somebody good, you know, and let me know. Don't have me. Yeah, because I know some people they'll give me like 40 different names. And I'm like, now I gotta watch 40 different people, and probably only 10 of these is worth something. Okay, so if you got somebody you like OG says Jordan Travis, bam, no problem. I'm gonna go take a look at Jordan Travis if I have not, because there's guys that I have looked at, but there's some guys that again I can always dive a little deeper into their film. But yeah, Jordan Travis is definitely one that I will be looking at. Randy said AOC deserves opportunity to compete. Yep. Hey, and I said it, you know what I'm saying? I think Aiden O'Connell is going to come in penciled. Okay. Hear me clearly. He's coming in penciled as our number one. Okay. But it's going to be his job to lose. Okay. So if someone comes in, is picking up the offense, he's liking what he sees, because again, he's the offensive coordinator. He's liking what he sees. He's gonna pick. Obviously, he's gonna have a say in all the quarterbacks that come in, but he's gonna ultimately say, "This is my guy that we gonna hang our hat on." Okay, and again, I think Aiden O'Connell deserves that. I agree with you, Randy. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. So I already had OG giving Twuan some homework. I ain't mad at it. I like this. I really do. I appreciate you. I'm already know Jordan Travis and Trey Benson. Okay. Because we need to look at running back. Okay. We definitely need to look at running back, whether it's we draft them or we look at undrafteds. We need some running backs too. Okay. A lot of people are not discussing running back, but we need running back too. Not saying that we're going to get rid of Josh Jacobs. I would like to bring Josh Jacobs back. That's just my personal opinion. but we still need somebody behind Zeus. You know what I'm saying? Someone that we can trust. We're always looking. We're always looking to upgrade. Always looking to upgrade. So to my initial thought, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be some things, and prepare yourselves for seeing things that you may not necessarily like. Okay? Because again, do I necessarily like, and I'm just using the scenario, do I necessarily like picking an offensive tackle in the first round? Not really. I really don't like that. Again, like I said, if the world was mine and everything was perfect, yes, we would go get Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? We would, do all those steps, right? But there's plenty of other ways in which we can build out this team, and there's plenty of other ways we can get what we want without it looking exactly the way that we like it to be. And that's why I said, like I said in this live, you may not like it, but ultimately you're going to love it. And you may not like the direction we're going, but you're going to love the result. And I think this team will improve either way. You know what I'm saying? I really think this team will get better. I think the way I'm feeling about this team, I think we're on the up and up. I think we're on our way up. And with that being said, there's plenty of ways to go up that hill, but we'll all be celebrating and loving it when we get on that hill, right? So, it's going to take some trust. It's going to take some, it's going to take some belief in the process of this team. And of course, we have a vision on how we want this team to go and how we want things to go. But it may not necessarily be that. But as long as we get the result, which is just win, baby, then you gotta love it. And speaking of love,
hey boo,
good to see you. Hey, Mike G's in the house. So those that have not been around with Raider Twuan, Mike G is the boo. Hey boo. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Blessings to you and your family. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, so we may not like it, and get ready for it. You may not like it, but ultimately we're going to love it. And we have a lot of positives in regards to this team. You guys, I don't want to be on here too long. I definitely appreciate all you guys being here. I gotta give you guys this. Gotta give you this. Where is it at? Bam. A good word. I gotta give you guys a positive phrase, positive thought. positive thinking. Okay. And I normally do this, and this is going to be a challenge for you guys this week. It's going to be a challenge for you guys this week. I want you guys to, and I'm gonna take this off because I want you guys to see my face. As you guys know, it's wet, it's cold, the weather's not friendly outside. There's a lot of people that are living outside, homeless, don't have food, don't have clothes. And my challenge to you this week is to either, and you can do both. If you got both, then go ahead and do that. Give some food or some clothes to a homeless person. Okay? Do that for yourself. I know you have some extra bread. I know you have some extra lunch meat. I know you have a jacket that you haven't worn in years. Okay? Give that to a homeless person or somebody in need. I'll say it like that, because they may not necessarily be homeless, but they may be in a need. Okay, you can go. 7-Eleven has them. They have like the pre-made sandwiches. You know, little package. They're already packaged up. You can go to Walmart. Walmart has the sandwiches already packaged up. If you want to do it that way, or you can make it yourself. But if you guys can, and you guys don't have to tell me you guys did it. If you guys want to, that's fine too. You know, I'm fine with celebrating your success in that. But please, if you guys can, give somebody something to eat, or you know, some clothes. Okay, please do that. If you guys have not, please go ahead and subscribe. Click the like button. Why? Because I like you. I really do. And I care for each and every one of you guys. You guys mean a whole lot to me. Lakers in 5. If you guys are Laker fans or want a Lakers channel on YouTube, definitely check out my brother Lakers in 5. Really good Lakers channel. But yeah, I really care for each and every one of you guys. You guys mean a whole lot to me. I thank you guys so much for all that you guys do for the channel. It is growing in ways that blow my mind, and I know there's a whole lot more to go. So please share this with people. Let people know, hey, over here at Raider Twuan is a positive place for YouTube channels, where we can talk Raiders and all of that great stuff. Get a little positive motivation, coping strategies, you know, mental, physical thinking, critical thinking, all that great stuff. Okay. If you need prayer, D-Man, sorry, put it in there. Thank you. And my donors. Please be an organ donor if you guys have not. And if you want to be a financial blessing channel, that is in the link in the description. Also, scrolling across the screen is my Cash App and Venmo. And you can be a blessing to the channel by doing that. Know this, and I say it all the time, and I don't want to, and I am a broken record on it because I actually do mean it. You are a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, low?
Most of all, winning football games. Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember the great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Madden, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John could pursue his dreams. To Raider Twuan and a tribute to John Madden and Al Jacobs, who declared that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.
What up, low?